If you'd like to see how I created this set from the beginning to the end using soft gels, also using cat eye polish, some chrome, and this is a big trend right now, and I tried a new combination of colors and chrome. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this set, then just keep watching. So this is the set I have on now. I'm 3 weeks, and of course it still looks really good, but I want to do a new set and do a fill, of course. And these products that I have on my nails are from Melodysusie. I just did a video on this set of nails and shared their UV LED lamp, which is really, really good if you're looking for a cordless and rechargeable one, and some other products from them. So that video is in the top right hand corner. And now I'm taking my Coarse carbide bit, and I will put the links of every bit, everything I use. It's going to be a mismatch of different products, different companies, but I just wanted to show you a soft gel fill and show you this beautiful chrome design that is so popular and trendy right now. So I will put all those links down below, and it's under the description of the video. If you click down to products and video, you'll see all of the links and coupon codes too. If I have any, of course, I'll put down there below to save you some money. So right now I'm just shortening with my Coarse carbide bit, and then I will be removing the color and checking for lifting. So now that I've shortened, I'll start removing and checking for lifting. And this carbide bit, nothing compares to it. I love using this one on my clients because it removes so quickly. And I usually use a thicker top coat and then, of course, the color and then checking for the lifting. And it gets down so, so fast. I've used a lot of other drill bits, carbide bits from, say, Temu, Sheen, Amazon, and nothing compares. So if you're looking for a really good coarse carbide bit, then this will be down in the description. And this one will last and it will remove like no other in my eyes. And just so you know, and I do have a coupon code for this one too. I guess it's 10% off. But once I get done removing and checking for lifting, I'll be moving on to another bit. And I don't show you all of the nails when I'm doing the fill because I don't want this video to be too long. I thought you'd like to see maybe more of doing the color and the chromes and the cat eye polish. So now I'm taking, this is another bit from the same company, and it's my favorite cuticle bit because it can be used on the natural nail because it's a diamond bit and it's pointy. So it lifts up the cuticle nicely. So I'll be able to trim it with my cuticle nippers once I have these two nails done. And I think I usually show you just the pinky and thumb just to kind of show you what I do without doing every nail. If you'd like to see every nail, let me know and I'll include all of that. Just let me know in the comments of the video. So now taking my cuticle nippers, these are my favorite. They're 4 millimeters, so they're not quite as big. They're so sharp. They last a long time. And I will put that down below too. So I'll just remove, I think these, yeah, just the pinky and thumb again. And then we'll move on to the next step. So I want to explain to you what I'm doing next. So I want to soften the edges of a new file. So for every client, even on myself, I use a new file, and the edges of any file actually are quite sharp and you can cut yourself or a client. So I take another file and I soften those edges so you don't have any of that happening. And now I'm just going to shape my nails quickly, and I may shape them more after I apply the soft builders, but just to get the shape that I'm happy with and the length. And then I will be starting to apply products, and I'll explain step by step what I do and what products I use that work best for me and my clients. So now taking some of my nail prep and these little lint-free wipes, and I like to use the little orange wood stick and get right in there along my cuticles. I find that I can get the polish up so much closer by removing any of that dust, and it's also going to prevent lifting too. And then once I have that done, I will spray it and wipe the whole nail to make sure I remove any dust off it. So I like to use the soft gel luminary base and clarity, and it's your base and builder in one. And I also like to use my magic primer pen. So first I use the pen and I just go around the cuticles on the natural nail where there's no product so that it helps with everything bonding nicely. Then I take the luminary and I just do a thin slip layer over the whole nail. And I want to push it down while I'm doing that so I don't have any lifting. It really helps with that. I use the luminary on clients quite a bit, and it's a really nice soft builder gel. And then once I have the slip layer where I'm happy, then I take a bead or a dollop of the luminary and I'm just going to float it over the nail. I first kind of push it back towards the cuticle without getting it on my cuticles, and then I just float it over the nail, and you'll see me using the brush to float it. I also love using a liner brush, and I always use the line of light from above to know if I have any indents so that you get a nice smooth nail. So you'll see me doing that. And then I flash cure this nail and I move on to the next. And when I have them all done, they flash cure, of course, each one, and then I'll cure the whole hand for 60 seconds once I have them all completely filled in. And I got this really nice liner brush set. Actually, I think it was from Temu, if I remember. I'll put the link down below. And it is really a good set. I use it all the time, the whole set on art. And this is my favorite brush for moving the either hard gel builders or the soft gel builders that I use around. It works really good. It's just a good quality brush. So that nail's done. Of course, now I'll just the thumb will show you. And again, I'm just doing that thin slip layer. You want to get all along the edges. Then your soft builder gel won't run onto your cuticles. And of course, when I apply the slip layer, some people do ask that, and I do not cure it before applying that dollop or bead of more of the luminary on top to fill in the nail. So never cure your slip layer. It just is a thin layer, and then you're going to apply and float product over the nail nicely and use your line of light above, of course. And I will use the liner brush with this nail as well. I use it with every nail after I apply with the brush from the bottle. So once these nails were cured, I really didn't have to do much filing. If you do a good job of applying your builder, you don't have to do a lot of finish filing. So I just buffed the nails and now I'm applying a Makartt color. This was from my Makartt video. I shared a whole bunch of new releases from them. Makartt stepped it up and now they're doing gel polishes, and there's a lot of other products I shared beside gel polishes. So you can see that video in the top right hand corner. That one is really worth watching because some of the things are just beautiful that they came out with, and these polishes are quite amazing. It says one coat, it is one coat. You'll see that when I apply it. I love these polishes and they're such a nice consistency. So I did 4 of the nails. I only showed you the one, and I'm going to show you the thumb before I move on to what I'm going to be using next. But this really is a beautiful color, isn't it? Just by itself, I could have left it a perfect spring or summer color, but I did have to do the really neat, trendy nails, so I had to add more. But I will have this link down below as well, of course, for this polish. And I do have a coupon code for them as well, so you can use that. So I'm just going to apply that one coat, and then these nails cure for the 30 seconds is what it takes to cure this polish. And then we'll be moving on to what I'll be using next. So I got this set of Modelones gel cat eye polishes, and these are really a beautiful set of blues and turquoise. I will put the link down below if I can find it, if they are still carrying this set, but it is a beautiful set. I do love these. And so I'm just doing one coat over the pink. I know it seems crazy, but I'm glad I tried the combination because it turned out so pretty. So of course, once I have it on, I remove any streaks by going under the nail. That is a trick with gel polish, or cat eye polish, I should say, to remove any streaks. And then I move the magnetic particles to the middle. And again, I'll just show you, I think I might show you a few nails using this just because it looks so nice once I bring those particles out. So just cover the whole nail, even if it doesn't get the very edges of the pink color, that is okay because you kind of want a little bit of that showing through anyways. And I do go under to remove those streaks. And now, as you can see, I just kind of go to one side and then float it to the other, and then I'll bring it up a bit and kind of bring it to the middle. That's a way to do that. And it just really pops those fine magnetic particles. And then I'll flash cure this one. So now I finished the nails and I'm using Daily Charm's Chrome Effect Gel, and I do have a coupon code for Daily Charm as well. I'll put the link for this one and that code down below. And I just need a thin layer because we're going to be applying the chrome next. This looks okay like this, but it's going to be much prettier with the chrome that I use on this set. It just really finishes these nails. So once I apply it, this cures for 60 seconds, and you want to make sure you apply it so the nail looks nice and even and there's no dust in the nail because chrome will show the dust. So the chrome I'm using is also from Daily Charmed. It's in Stardust in Ruby, and it is beautiful over this. Like you can see as soon as I apply it, I think it's just stunning, the combination. You get the pinks, the pink underneath, and then you get the blue mixed in there, and it's so beautiful. I hope the camera does it justice. I hope you guys like this combination. I've seen a few other trendy viral ones, but I've never seen this one, so I hope I start something new. It's so pretty, and I'll have the link for the chrome down below too with my coupon code. And then I like to take a sponge. The little sponges just really get rid of any of that glitteriness from the chrome, and it just looks so glassy then. So I have 2 of the nails done. You can see the comparison to the ones that aren't done with the chrome yet, and I'll show you doing those as well, but you can see the difference. I love the chrome on top. So just doing the other nails I haven't done yet, really quick to show you because it's beautiful. Just making sure I cover that whole nail nicely and along the edges. It's amazing what a mix of different colors and cat eye and chromes will do, but I love these trends. I've gotten so many compliments since I've been wearing these nails this week. Again, I'll use the sponge and make sure and get rid of any of that glitteriness in there. And then, oh, a very important step before you top coat with chrome, always file under the nail and along the front of the nail, because if you don't, you could have chipping. Your top coat needs something to grab hold of. So this is such an important step. If you don't do that, you possibly could have chipping. So you just want to lightly go under it and just, yeah, just lightly. You could use a buffer too, but I like to use a file. And then once I have them all done, I'm going to take my Makartt top coat. This is Hema free. This is honestly my favorite top coat. Nothing compares to this, and I use so many professional ones. It stays so shiny. It doesn't chip. It is a little bit, I don't know, it's kind of almost thicker, but it's still a nice consistency. So if you need to add a little more, you can. And it is the perfect top coat. I'm so impressed by this. This was in that Makartt haul I was talking about. It's one of their new releases. And once I have the one coat on all of the nails, and make sure you cap those edges of the nails too when you have chrome so that it won't chip. So once I have all of that done, I will apply a second coat. I do not show you in the video, but I do apply a second coat once this is fully cured for 60 seconds. So I think I show you maybe top coating one more nail, or maybe I show you all of them. I can't remember for sure. And see, this is where I'm adding a little bit more of the top coat, and you can do that. And it doesn't flood off into the cuticles right away. That's what I love about it. And also, oh yes, another thing, it has no heat spikes when I add a little extra like most thin top coats do. So that's really nice. I think this is the last nail I show you, and here are the finished nails. I think it's so beautiful. I hope the camera, like I said, does it justice. Just with the pinks and the blues. It's so pretty for spring. And next I will show you both of my hands. Let me know what you think of this combination. Would you do it on yourself or a client? If you can let me know, that would be great. And if you liked the video, found it helpful, could you comment about any of the questions I asked in this video? It helps my channel a lot. So thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see everybody in the next one.